Now let's start with common ion effect. Let's understand this and then we are going to do its application. What is common ion effect? Now this common ion effect is based on Le Chatelier's principle. What is it? It is a phenomenon in which degree of dissociation of weak electrolytes can be reduced or suppressed by adding a strong electrolyte having common ion to that of weak electrolyte. Now let's try to understand. Acetic acid is a weak electrolyte. We put it in water. It dissociates to small extent. We don't want acetic acid to dissociate even to this much extent. Basically, we want to reduce, we want to suppress degree of dissociation of this weak acid. So to do so, we need to add a strong electrolyte. And remember, salts are strong electrolyte, which will have common ion to that of weak electrolyte. Now, according to Le Chatelier's principle, if you want reaction to go in backward direction, increase concentration of product. But if you want reaction to move in forward direction, then we increase concentration of reactant. Correct? Basically, when we increase reactant, equilibrium shifts in forward direction, and if we increase product, then equilibrium will shift in backward direction. We want to suppress the dissociation of acetic acid, means we want reaction in backward direction. So to do so, we are adding a common ion either of acetate or of H plus. So we will be adding the one which is going to give me a common ion to that of product. So I'm going to add a salt of acetate ion, and when we put this in water, being a strong electrolyte, it dissociates completely. And what do we observe? That there is common ion of acetate ion, and hence concentration of acetate ion will increase, and this increase in concentration will shift equilibrium in backward direction and giving me more undissociated acetic acid. Hence, I can conclude by adding common ion of acetate, we are reducing, we are suppressing dissociation of acetic acid. Okay, let me take one more example. I have a weak base, ammonium hydroxide. I know it dissociates to small extent, but I want its dissociation to get reduced further. Basically, I want to suppress the dissociation of ammonium hydroxide. So basically, I want reaction to go in backward direction. For that, I'll add either this or this. When you put ammonium chloride, you get ammonium. Which ion is common? And ammonium excess will combine with OH minus, shifting equilibrium in backward direction. And by doing so, it is reducing dissociation of ammonium hydroxide. In short, I can say Le-Chatelier's principle is used in common ion effect so that the equilibrium should shift in backward direction so that we get more undissociated acetic acid, undissociated ammonium hydroxide. I hope this is clear. Now this concept of common ion we are going to apply. So let's do application of common ion effect. Okay, let's start with the first application, purification of common salt, that is NaCl. Now purification of common salt, that is NaCl, we pass HCl gas. Okay, basically we take impure solution of NaCl, and from that impure NaCl we want pure NaCl precipitating and coming out as solid. So right now we take NaCl being impure, it will not dissociate completely. Right now this is dissolved, but I want pure NaCl to come out, to precipitate, to solidify. Means I want more undissociated NaCl. So basically I want reaction to shift in backward direction. Means we want more of NaCl solid. So in that case we will use common ion, and we are going to pass HCl gas through the same aqueous solution. We get common ion Cl minus. So due to common ion of Cl minus, reaction will have shifting of equilibrium in backward direction, and this will suppress, reduce dissociation of NaCl. Means what? NaCl remains undissociated and pure NaCl starts getting precipitate, leaving behind only impurities dissolved, or you can say soluble impurities. Is that okay? So this is a method to get pure NaCl from impure NaCl by using common ion effect by passing HCl gas. Now we go to the second application. The second application is salting out of soap. Basically it means precipitating soap. What are soap, by the way? Soaps are basically sodium or potassium salts of higher fatty acid. So I have soap RCONA. I want this RCONA soap to remain undissolved, means we want it to precipitate. But after saponification, we always get soap in dissolved form. So, means they are dissociated. So, if you want this RCONA to precipitate out, to come out, it should become undissolved. means the reaction we want in backward direction. So either this or this should be added. So we add NaCl, common salt, and this common salt will produce common ion of Na plus. It will combine with Na plus, RCO minus, and the reaction will have equilibrium shifting in the backward direction. And because of that, dissociation of RCONA will reduce and soap will precipitate. Is that fine?